Fears of Fathom is a game that covers true stories from users online and turns them into a video game. In the past, we've already covered the first part of this series, Home Alone. No matter if it was your car breaking down in the middle of nowhere or someone breaking into your house trying to commit something really evil, this game series will get you covered. The unending amount of stories just gives it a unique approach to giving you an unexpected plot twist. Today we take a look at the, to this date, latest release of the series, Woodbury Getaway. I know that this one is probably like a year old, but due to the next one coming and also this being my favorite part, I wanted to make sure you're all up to date. Without further ado, here is Woodbury Getaway. It's a Friday afternoon and you're just about to finish your work for today. Your name is Sydney Harper, and you're in your mid-20s and work at a consulting firm. But before you finish your shift, you want to prepare a cup of coffee and visit the restroom for a last time. Walking through the empty building, you are hit with the constant buzz of light. As often in this series, you are just put into an eerie atmosphere with the feeling that anything could happen at any given time. While in the restroom, you hear the sound of footsteps and humming, which already gives the player a feeling of a rough start into the game. You open the door and... well, I guess that's one way to approach people. You tell him that you almost died of a heart attack, but it seems like he is a pretty nice guy. The janitor excuses himself and says he didn't know that you were there. Going back to your workplace, you get a call from your friend Mike.
Hello?
Hey Harp, it's Mike.
Hey Mike.
I've been trying to call your cell for the last 2 hours. It just keeps going to voicemail. Is everything alright?
Yeah, my phone's been acting up lately.
Oh snap! I was starting to think maybe you were ignoring me.
No, it even cut out our client earlier.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, what are you still doing at work? It's getting kind of late.
Yeah, work has been overwhelming lately.
Damn Harp, that sounds rough. Good thing I called to cheer you up. About our trip, did you get a chance to book the rental house? I just really want to see you. And Nora, of course.
I was going to do it after work.
No worries, Harper. I don't want to stress you out. As long as you book it tonight, I think we will be fine. Hey, I was thinking, since we both live in the city, maybe I could pick you up and ride together. It would be nice to catch up. You know, save on gas and relive the good old days. Just a little bit of Mike and Sydney time before Nora gets there.
Yeah, sure, sounds good.
Great, I guess I'll let you get back to work then. Wait, one more thing. When you book the rental, please make sure to keep it under 100 a night. Nora and I were talking and she's been on a pretty tight budget. Things haven't been going very well for her.
Sure, I'll find something affordable.
From the call, you realize that you and Mike seem to be close friends since you went to college together. Also, your friend Nora seems to be joining you guys, even though Mike didn't seem to be excited that that trip is going to be a triangle. Anyways, you jump onto your PC and search for a rental place. Scrolling through the menu offers you see, you pick the cheapest one. A 3-star review seems pretty fine after all. You decide to book it, and it seems like a perfect temporary escape from the life you are living. Hey, I'm assuming you get hundreds if not thousands of stories sent daily. So I'll give you a basic rundown of something that happened to me. When I was in my early 20s, I worked at a big consulting firm in my city. Life at the firm was a constant juggle of deadlines, client meetings, and trying to prove my worth, which didn't leave much room for leisure, let alone social life. The job paid well, sure, but at the expense of my mental peace. I'm Sydney Harper, and this story takes place during one of those days. One of my college friends, Mike, suggested that we take a weekend getaway to rural Vermont. The plan was simple. We rent a small cabin, close our shifts early on Friday, leave, and be back on Monday. You appear to be in an elevator with a person named Gail. It is in that moment you get a call from Mike that he's already there. You give each other a hug, and afterwards he leaves a little weird comment on that. Not thinking about it much, you throw your luggage in the back and hit the road. A little later you drive through the snow and have a little talk about the old college days and your guys' jobs. The owner of the rental place then sends you a message. His name seems to be Rick Wilson. He tells you to give him a message when you're there. The roads are actually really dangerous due to the snow. Then suddenly a deer jumps in front of your car, but you manage to stop. Mike then comments on it being a sign from the universe. A little time goes by and you guys drive through a city and make a stop at the local pizzeria. Waiting for your food, you get a voice message from Nora.
Oh, you guys are going to hate me. I swear I'll get on the road as soon as I can, but something last minute popped up. I'm not gonna bore you with all of the details. the long and short of it is one of my clients needs a last-minute change. Their payments are about the only thing keeping the lights on. I hate to leave so late, but I gotta keep them happy. I'll have this logo done before you know it and be on my way.
You collect your food and get the Fears of Fathom eating experience. Mid-eating, a hiker comes to your table.
Hey there, my friends.
Hello there?
I saw y'all pulling and driving that nice old truck.
Yeah, that's right.
Not to be a bother or anything, but I was heading down the road myself. Seems like we might have been going in the same direction. Y'all mind if I hitch a ride with you?
And where's your car?
Who needs a car when there are fine friends like you to pass the time with? So, what do y'all say? Care to give this free spirit a ride down that snowy road?
Sure, you can come with us.
Hold on a second. Don't you think we need to discuss this? I'm not sure if we have extra space for another passenger.
I'm sorry, I didn't think of that.
Surely you can find just a little bit of room for me. I can ride in the middle. Hell, I'll ride in the bed.
It's my friend's car, I'm sorry.
You gotta be shitting me, lady. No space? I know there's a middle seat. You scared of me or something? You ain't too kind, are ya? Unkind people meet unkindness themselves. You best be careful out there. No. Y'all got me all wrong. I'm sorry. I'm just cold and tired is all.
You finish your food and ask Mike if you can drive from now on. The radio is playing and you're driving through the snow. You're trying to reach the cabin and try hard not to crash the car. Meanwhile, a police car drives past you guys. To be exact, there's a few police cars driving past you. It could be an emergency or just probably something going on down in the city. You don't really think about it much. You then see the sign Woodbury and pull to your cabin. You enter the code and get your keys and then enter the house. A kind of relaxing music starts playing. Mike says he's gonna go to the bathroom. In the meantime, you put away the groceries. You decide to check out the house and go upstairs. There's a bathroom upstairs, a storage room, and a bedroom. The owner of the place scares the living shit out of you. He welcomes you to the place and says you look like a cute couple. You say that you are not a couple and Mike seems to get offended. The owner says he's looking for his cat, but he will still give you a house tour while you're here. He shows you the bathroom, but says the sink is broken. The balcony with a great view, and then he takes you to the basement. He mentions that there is nothing to worry down there, but his whole time, all of this seems a little bit off. Mike then asks what is behind that door in the basement, to which Rick says nothing. Renters should stay out of it.
Did I mention? Well, no. Maybe I should keep it to myself. The fella I bought this house from? Well, he told me his mother died down here. Some guests have reported hearing voices at night. Said they could hear something shuffling around down here. Not to scare you folks, but if I were one of you, I wouldn't step down here.
Just as you're about to freak out, he laughs it off and tells you it's a joke. You leave the basement and realize that this was all really creepy. Rick leaves the cabin but asks for your names.
By the way, what was the name on the booking? I must be getting old.
It's Sydney?
You are confused since you put with your full name, yet you don't make a big thing out of it and tell him your name. You and Mike talk about how weird this all was and you tell him that you will take a shower upstairs. While in there, you get the feeling of being creeped at. Maybe this is also a good moment to think about those old times with Mike, since he seems to behave off while you guys are here. You finish the shower and go downstairs, and Mike has a fishing rod out, saying you should go fishing with him to catch dinner. To be honest, it seems quite fun and calms you down from everything that happened in the past hour. While sitting there, you ask yourself if you missed something out in all of this. Yet in the corner of your eye, you see someone at the bridge stalking you. But it could also just be a bystander watching you guys, right? You go back inside and prepare the food. While it's in the oven, you guys decide to play a game. Tower Stack. After playing for a while, you sit down to eat and watch some TV, even though the programs are, well, questionable. Mike then goes on to check his emails while you wash the dishes. In the meantime, you get a message from Mike that there might be someone under his bed. You tensely walk up the stairs, scared of what might actually be in the bedroom. All until... It was all a joke, but he invites you to play hide and seek with him. In the first round, he's the one searching. And out of all places, we really picked the basement as a hiding place. Roaming around for a bit, he eventually finds you, so it's your turn to search now. You count to 10 and find him in the bedroom closet. But it is where he mentions strange sounds coming from the attic. You go up to look, and then realize it's the cat of the owner he was searching earlier. You continue your game and decide to hide outside this time. When he finds you, you agree to play one last round. The search is a bit harder this time. You try to find him in the bathroom, but to your surprise...
What's going on? What happened?
Well, hey there.
Rick? Why are you back?
I'm fixing the faucet. You got a problem with that?
You should have told us.
Miss, this is my house. I don't need to check in with you every time I fix something.
I've never seen anyone fix a faucet with a hammer before.
You ever fixed any faucets yourself, young man?
Isn't this late for you?
You're asking me to leave, miss?
No, Rick, she's being polite. We rented this house and would like to have it to ourselves. We don't really want to have to call the law enforcement.
Mike, please let me handle this.
Ain't no cops in Woodbury, son. You think they're gonna arrest a homeowner for fixing a faucet? I was just doing some work. If y'all can't handle that, it's your problem, not mine.
You shake this all off and go to bed. Some time passes and you wake up in the middle of the night. Mike knocks on your door and says you guys need to talk. He mentions the storm getting worse. Well, you worry about Nora. He tries to calm you down. He asks you to sit beside him and talks you don't have to worry to sleep alone tonight. It's all a bit awkward because he mentions something romantical that happened on the trip before. You seem to feel really uncomfortable with it, and just as you guys try to talk about your feelings and how to move on, Nora sends another voice message.
Guys, I think I'm about 70 miles away from Woodbury and my stinking tire just blew out. It's snowing and I'm on the side of the road on Highway 11 near Killington. There's a sign by the side of the road. It's hard to see. I think it says Kent Pond. The snow is like half a foot deep and I can't get the lug nuts off the tire. I hate to ask, but can you two come get me?
Mike says he will help her out. He doesn't want you to get involved in the storm. You give him a last hug, and he then leaves the building, leaving you completely alone. You decide to go back to bed, but someone is penetrating the doorbell. You go on to check and see the hiker from the restaurant. What is he doing here?
Look, friend, I know it ain't ideal banging on your door in the middle of the night, but I'm in a bad spot here. I was counting on a ride from some friends, but they're running behind and won't be here for another 2 hours. Thanks, but I was hoping you'd let me wait inside until my friends get here to get me. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna let me freeze to death out here? I should've known you'd be a big bitch here as you were back at the pizza joint. You think I didn't see you and your little boyfriend fishing in the creek earlier? But let me tell you something. Karma is a bitch, my friend.
To be honest, you guys are too tired to care about him. So you go back to sleep and a loud bang and scream are heard downstairs. Shocked, you don't know what to do and hide in the closet. Even though you maybe didn't have the best start, you write Rick to come over as the hiker is going wacko mode downstairs. The doorbell rings again and it's Rick on the door. You open up and you guys talk. You explain the situation and he says you don't have to worry about him anymore. He further goes on to ask where Mike is. You said that you're alone and Mike should be there any minute. He then walks to the fireplace on a kind of weird way and... Rick writes you at the same time. Wait, come back over? What do you mean? I live in Burlington. I haven't been in the rental for weeks. But who is...
Everything okay, miss?
Yeah.
Awful late for texting, isn't it? We are talking to.
It's my friends. They are almost here. Yeah, thanks for coming by though. I'll be fine now. You can head back if you want.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I just overreacted.
Maybe I should stick around. Make sure everything's really okay.
Who are you?
This is my fucking house, and I will leave when I want to. I want what's mine. This house and you.
You go to hide, just like when Mike was searching for you. You walk off your hiding place, and suddenly Nora calls you, giving him a sign to where you are. You run for your life and hide again. After the doorbell rings, hopefully a last time, he realizes your friends are back. Rick informs you that the police is on the way. You carefully come downstairs, and Mike breaks up the door. Fake Rick ran away through the back door, and you're now safe. In the past, we've already discussed a few horror games on this channel, and even though the narrative of Fears of Fathom Home Alone was similar, this part feels way more realistic. To be honest, at first I couldn't really tell if the best friend, Mike, or the hiker is gonna be the problem in this game, and it turns out it was neither of them. In my opinion, the plot twist with the owner of the getaway was pretty good. This stranger was trying to rob the protagonists of the story, and even though they realized, he always just tried to get away out of the situation. In the end, this escalates and he turns aggressive, but thankfully our protagonist is safe. Back to the game, the few eating scenes were perhaps unnecessary, but looking at all games in the series, you will see this occurring over and over again. All in all, this game delivers a cool player experience with little Easter eggs like the person on the bridge and the police cars appearing. These are things you could easily miss out on, but still they play a good role to understanding the kind of foreshadowing this game presents. Fears the Fathom, Woodbury Getaway is, to be exact, my favorite part in the series. But what do you think? Leave a comment down below and tell me what is your favorite Fears the Fathom part. Maybe we'll cover it up. If you also got an indie game you like, feel free to comment. We will try to cover it up. Thank you for watching the video, and until next time. Bye.